day started when Avrami told me that the big part of the staff of the venue canceled and they didn't have the stage set up.
We're here from early morning. We're waiting for the stage to be ready. As of now, we're only 5 hours behind schedule on the stage. Shouldn't be that bad.
5 a.m., 6 a.m. Nobody was asking me. Even 7 a.m. Nobody was talking to me. And that alerted me too. That was like, two things could be happening. Either things are horribly wrong and I'm like at the bottom of the list, or the event is not happening.
So dealing an event in a stadium is not a typical event like any other venue. Any venue as a stadium or any of this type of venues, every single piece of the production, staging, lighting, LED walls, have to get done through the union employees for the stadium. In other words, you're zero on the control of that. We had a schedule, we knew what needs to get done, we knew all the pieces what they have to put together, the stage layout and everything, and we gave them a schedule and they approved it.
Basically, a big part of the staff of the venue canceled the night of, canceled their shift, and that means that we can set up and we can rehearse.
The stage is supposed to be ready at 6 a.m., but it doesn't look like it's going to be ready anytime soon.
And we have to go through a lot of new material because we wrote special medleys, like Shabbos medley, Kabbalah Shabbos, Shvius medley, Erev Shvius. And there's a lot of moving parts that are coming together, and there's no stage.
Dirshu, when they do an event, they do it the right way. They check all the boxes. The speeches are on point, the music is on point, the sound is on point. Everything is done the right way. For everyone that's coming to a Dirshu event, a Dirshu Siyum, everyone can connect, everyone can get something out of it.
My first reaction when I got the message from Avrami is like, why am I even coming to rehearsal? There's gonna be nothing to do all day. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna wait for the stage to be ready. No playing. I'm gonna be there for 12 hours for the day and there's no reason for it. So Avrami, being the Avrami he is, he always has extra equipment, backup plans. So he came up with the idea to set up in the side room where the musicians like put their stuff and hang out. We set up a full-fledged rehearsal.
Which Friedman Productions worked tirelessly with the arena to get us that room, so we were able to have that makeshift setup.
So we're about to start rehearsal. As you can see, the stage is not ready, so we're going to start rehearsing here. See, it's a little bit hectic, all the musicians all over the place. The singers are here, and we're just gonna get started and try to make things happen. That's it. That was supposed to happen on the stage, but it's not happening. But it is happening here. As you can see, it's a little bit very messy and very loud. But this is what we got. This is the best.
I like. Ich meine, das Spiel für nur mal Livestream, right?
Yeah,
Comfortable, coffee.
There's a good chance that might happen.
Yeah, man. The sound shine inside. The sound good.
Sounds like it, but this is your stage now.
1 o'clock, we started rehearsal after the full makeshift setup in the side room. And they're telling us, I think 3:30, 4 o'clock, we're gonna get the stage. So we're gonna switch over there and plug everyone in, do a proper sound check and go through the rest of the material. 2:30, 2:45, we're like deep into it and like, are we like moving over? Nothing happening, the stage is not happening.
You know, when you come with a schedule, you have a plan, you always have a plan B. So in other words, when you have a plan A, that's the plan. If it doesn't work out, do a plan B. When it comes to union, there's no plan B. You can have a plan C. You can have any plan you want. You have to rely and wait for them to finish it. So it's not like you can just stand in the back, okay, well, you know what, I'll get more guys, I'll finish it. It is nothing to do. You sit, watch, you can't touch anything, just wait till they get it done. So it was very challenged actually the whole day because we had no idea. When I work with a vendor, most vendors I understand when I tell them it's going to take 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours. I know them, I know how they operate, I know how they work. When it comes to the union, when they promise you something and unfortunately they wasn't able to deliver it on time, it was extremely stressful.
Although 80% of the stage was ready, The 20% that was left undone was the band stage where the band was supposed to be. And that took the longest.
We kept on going, like 3:45, 4 o'clock. Like we need like the last at least hour. Like think about it, there's probably like more than 100 cables and mics being plugged in. Maybe much more, I didn't even know the numbers, but every single line has to be checked. Every choir member, every monitor, every mic, every instrument, every part of the drum set has a separate mic, and they all have to be checked and working and sound good, actually.
Around 2:33, after an hour and a half, 2 hours of rehearsing, we had an incredible lunch break with all kinds of, with Ellie Friedman and his team provided. And it makes it so much easier when you know that you don't have to worry about food and accommodations, all the little things, parking passes, rooms, when you're working with Ellie Friedman. We just finished an hour and a half rehearsing, and we're going to continue after everyone eats for a quick break. At that break, I went back into the arena to see what's up. And to my shock, really to my shock, we were still at the stage was, I would say, we were 80% done at 7 a.m. I would say we were 85% done at 3 p.m. It doesn't make sense. Like everybody's chilling. We're in Bahamas.
What's the story with this, with the union?
I think the mistake was that 6 o'clock, New York time. I think we're talking LA time, then we're okay. Right away, I called Ellie Friedman Nochel from Ellie Friedman's team, and I said, this makes no sense. The show's in 3 hours, and we're far from ready. We need to delay the doors because nothing is plugged in, nothing is set up. The stage is not even being built. Less than 3 hours before doors open, and nothing is. We're so far behind. So we were seriously considering delaying doors, and Ellie Friedman said, absolutely, there's no such thing. We cannot delay doors.
Delaying doors is not only an issue of people waiting outside. That's one issue. People standing outside, they want to come in. The second issue was that we had a time schedule from walking in till finish on time. We had every minute was a schedule. That song, that speech, that song, that speech, that song. If you delay the doors within a half hour, that means you have to cut from the program half an hour because you can't finish half hour later. It's a lot of things together. For example, the buses have a certain amount of timing when they're allowed to be on the road. They left 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they have to be done by, they have to leave the stadium 11:30. They can't leave 12 o'clock. So that's all a puzzle. And if you delay the door half an hour, you delay everything within half an hour. That's complicated.
I asked Shulam, if we have 3 hours, I sent them a text, how long do you need? If we have 2.5 hours, I should be okay. We'll be okay. It'll be tight, but it'll be okay. So, of course, I went back to rehearsal. We finished rehearsals around 4:30ish, and I went into the arena to see what's up. It just started setting up. So Daniel, Visualive, Blumenfeld, Chaim Goldman, we were all hands on deck at that point. I was schlepping up bandstands, helping with chairs, getting stuff done. As we were schlepping up bandstands, they were still building the stairs. I had to jump down 4 feet almost to get down, to get stuff back up, because they were still building the stairs. And quite honestly, like, I had no idea how we're gonna be ready in less than an hour. Ellie Friedman called me and he was like, "What's up? Where are we?" I said, I was lost. I was really lost because I didn't know. I didn't have a real answer. He was like, "Are we good? Or can we open doors? Are we good to go?" I'm like, "I don't know. We just got a stage." He's like, I know. Bottom line, can we open doors?" He said, "We're still plugging in keyboards, not a little sound check."
So the story is the stage got ready very late, but we're making it happen. The key player in this thing today is Shulam Haiman, check 1, 2. It's 10 to 6. We just got notice that we can be on the stage instead of 1:30. But everything is gonna work. Check it out. Watch us. Shulam.
Didn't sound check the room. The engineer usually sits a few hours to ring out the room to see how things are. There's echoes, there's reverb, there's natural acoustic challenges that comes with an arena like that.
Now, to put things in perspective, this is a stadium, so the sound guy controlling and mixing the sound sits where the audience is sitting, which is like probably hundreds of feet away from where we are, communicating back and forth, line of communication. And there's also a stage engineer, which makes everyone on stage feel comfortable, Glassman. So he took the time to make sure that the choir members can hear themselves from their floor monitors. Every musician has like a little personal mixer where they can hear themselves. And then there's the part where I have to talk to the front of house, which is like the producer of the event is going to tell me, okay, Tzvi, start this song in 2 minutes. After the speech, we're going to go right in. Let's skip this next one. I have to talk to him. He has to talk to me. And on a separate mic, I'm talking to the band and leading them. It took a second to get everyone up, to get everyone on, everyone bring their instruments. Choir's like, I need the monitor here. Saxophone guys, hey, this is not working. Hey, I need a plug for my iPad. The iPad is dying. Until we turned around, people were flowing in. Doors open, people are actually walking in. We can't do a sound check. We can't sing a song with all the singers like at the beginning of the event.
6:15 came when on this program when we were supposed to play, we played. And the first song we played, that was our test.
It was very scary to start the first song, like to count the band in and say like we're ready and to actually play, not knowing that everything is 100% dialed in and coming through well and nicely. It was a scary moment, but I think besides for that, from after the first bar of the first song, when I was able to breathe a sigh of relief, until the very last dance set, it went out smooth without a hitch. It was just flawless, like on a miraculous level.
As the show was going on, as we were playing, it was incredible. It was the biggest high because things were working. The crowd was into it. It was beautiful. Everything was working out.
The challenge is what we had that day. Not much more to add. But all I can tell you one thing is the way how Freilach handled it, I was really impressed. I mean, it was their stage, they had to go up, and we were all sitting on the side and waiting. And Baruch Hashem, Freilach nailed it. Rumi, his team, Shulam. It was amazing what was going on there. Baruch Hashem.
Once the event was on, we had a real good experience. We had time to do all the songs we prepared, which is not always the case because some of the speeches go on forever and they cut out long. That was a fun part. It was a very smooth, flawless, like it should be with such a type of event. It was really an event that went through beautifully. And I'm very thankful and grateful to have been part of it. And the way it went down was really amazing.